following program on Derana 24 is classified as PG. It is intended for younger children in the company of an adult. It may contain some suggestive dialogue, infrequent coarse language, some sexual situations, or some moderate violence. Viewer discretion is advised. The following program on Derana 24 contains scenes of smoking and drinking. The Health Ministry of Sri Lanka warns that smoking and drinking are injurious to health. Viewer discretion is advised.
Five awards in a row and so many surprises on Hollywood's biggest night. Well, we got a lot to discuss, so let's start things off. The grand spectacle of awards season officially comes to a close with the 97th Academy Awards serving as the dazzling finale where Hollywood's finest gather to celebrate the very best in cinema, marking the culmination of months of anticipation, triumphs and unforgettable moments. And the top box office charts are showing unpredictable trends with many films holding their spots week after week, refusing to be unseated. Hello, welcome to Showbiz Tonight. Now, back to back, it has been the happening season here at Showbiz Tonight as well as in the world of entertainment. Well, for almost 6 to 5 weeks, I think, or in fact, since the award season began, we made sure that you at home did not miss anything. We gave all the news and analysis right here on Showbiz Tonight, but without stopping there. We made sure that our viewers got the full experience broadcasting all the major awards nights happened so far. And today is a special day as the award season is now over with the 97th Academy Awards closing the season. Well, a wonderful night it was, and now it's time to dive into the highlights. The 97th Annual Academy Awards. Now, it was a night of glitz, surprises and unforgettable moments. Hollywood's biggest stars gathered under the dazzling lights of the Dolby Theatre, dressed to perfection as always, ready to celebrate the magic of cinema. The whole show had a lot of energy, thanks in part to Conan O'Brien, who hosted night with his signature wit and charm. Now, whether he was playfully roasting the nominees or keeping the crowd entertained between the awards, he made sure there wasn't a dull moment. Moreover, the ceremony was full of emotional speeches, as always, unexpected wins and of course breathtaking performances. Now the biggest winner of the evening was Nora, which took home 5 Oscars including the Oscar for the Best Picture. Sean Baker won the Best Director and a well-deserved recognition for his raw and intimate storytelling. Well, that's what I feel. Now, apart from those two, another major win for the production was the Best Lead Actress, but we'll keep it aside and get into that in a bit. Now, Nora was also able to seal the Oscars for the Best Original Screenplay and the Best Film Editing. Now, talking about Nora, they had 6 nominations and out of the 6, they were able to win 5. Well, the Best Picture, Best Actress, Best Director, Best Film Editing and Best Original Screenplay. So looking at its bag, seems like they had a good night in Los Angeles. Now, talking about the Best Actress in a lead role, my bet was on Demi Moore and come on. I will still stand on my ground and still say that she was well deserving. However, bringing a surprise, or not entirely a surprise, Winona star Mikey Madison won her first ever Oscar on the big night. And at just 25, she became one of the youngest actresses to win a Best Actress award, and her reaction when her name was called was pure gold, stunned, emotional and completely overwhelmed. Now, Mikey did an exceptional job in her role in Nora. But we do not know what her range is. This is the first time we saw her in the big screen. Now, if we take Demi Moore, we know that her acting range is a vast one and her performance in The Substance, that was truly standing out. So definitely audiences are in the mix with comments about who took the Oscar home. But Mikey gave life to the character and this ain't the first big win for her because if you recall, she sealed the award for the Best Lead Actress at this year's BAFTAs. So as I told, she was definitely on the run and here she is. Looking at the best actor in a lead role, yes, there was Sebastian Stan and also Timothée Chalamet at the SAG Awards giving out a message that I am also in the race. But there was only one man all the way long. Adrien Brody makes no mistake to take the big title home. For his outstanding performance in The Brutalist, this man won back-to-back at major award shows, and he concludes the season in style, sealing the Oscar for the best actor in a lead role. Now, moving on to the supporting roles, Zoe Saldana and Kieran Culkin. I'm impressed, and I'm pretty sure you all as well, and every audience worldwide with their unstoppable streak winning the awards for the best supporting actress and actor consistently from the Golden Globes, Critics' Choice, the BAFTAs, SAG Awards, and now at the 97th Annual Academy Awards. Now, I'm not sure whether this is the first time in history, but even if it's not, this is something to remember. Kieran Culkin and his performance in The Real Plane had everyone talking all the season, and this Oscar just made it official. He's one of the best in the game. Now, Zoe on the other side has also been a game changer with her stunning performance in Emilia Perez. And Emilia Perez, which is the most nominated this year, did not perform much, and there's Wicked and The Brutalist, they were just behind. However, the night was owned by Honora, who got nominated for 6 awards as I mentioned and won 5 out of them. Now, an interesting fact is that Sean Baker, who is the director of Honora, is the one who produced, shot and edited the movie all by himself. And the standout is he won all the awards in those respective categories. Now, that's actually a true talent right there. Now, coming back to Zoe Saldana, she took home the Best Supporting Actress for her role in Emilia Perez, becoming the first actress of Dominican descent to ever win an Academy Award. Now, if you listen to her speech, that was super emotional and sweet. She thanked her family, her co-stars, and the filmmakers who gave her the chance to shine. And she even took a moment to talk about how important representation is, saying, for every girl watching tonight, dreaming of this moment, keep going. This is for you. Some inspirational words right there. So just like that, there were a number of spectacular moments. And if we look at the awards season in a nutshell, Demi Moore has been standing out from the lead actress role, but then Mikey Madison has 2 in the BAFTA and the 97th Academy Awards. Adrien Brody has been standing out, but Timothée Chalamet was able to shine in the SAG Awards, and Sebastian Stan also got the Golden Globe for the Best Actor in the Musical or Comedy category. Now, moving to the supporting roles, nothing to say there. Kieran Culkin and Zoe Saldana has been absolutely amazing. And also talking about Best Picture, now this is in the mix. Now, Honora won at the Critics' Choice and Honora won at the Oscars, but Conclave took home the BAFTA and the SAG Awards. So this is also in the mix, and it was actually a very competitive night. So the 97 Oscars was actually a magical night in the history of cinema, and just like always, we have something special for you. Watch this.
Certainty is the great enemy of unity. Certainty is the deadly enemy of tolerance. If there was only certainty and no doubt, there would be no mystery, and therefore no need for faith.
Life can only be understood backwards, but we have to live it forwards.
To survive, we must become more than we were programmed to be.
You do not know this guy.
Be a man and talk to me.
It is a war, and you have to commit to a side.
This prophecy is how they enslave us.
It is no coincidence that fate brought us together.
To listen is to accept.
This is the substance.
Don't be afraid. I'm not afraid.
Watch the drama that unfolded at the 97th Academy Awards, the Oscars, on Sunday, the 9th of March, 2025 at 9:35 p.m., exclusively on Ada Derana 24.
You saw it right and you heard it right. The 97th Oscars right here on Ada Derana 24. Trust me, you don't want to miss this, so make sure you tune in tomorrow at 9:35 p.m. to get the full experience staying right at your couch. Well, just like that, the award season comes to an end, and now let's get back on our usual track, the top box office. Now, today's countdown has a unique feature and some confusing retainments since we have already spent a lot of time talking about the Oscars. Without further ado, let's kick things off at number 10. Marking its 7th consecutive week on our rundown, One of Them Days marks its spot at number 10. Well, feel good it is, and nothing to specially mention as to why this movie has been able to perform well for this long. Now, I surfed the socials a bit and wanted to see what the audiences are commenting on it, and then I found out a few key factors. One spotlight fact was that the engaging storyline and the relatable themes. Now, many have stated that the movie embeds many real-life day-to-day occurring scenarios, but in a more funny and engaging manner. Now, most of them also stated that the chemistry between the two lead roles add extra color, driving audiences to try it out. Now, what I realized while reading reviews was that the available feedback was quite impressive and influencing. Maybe this was one of the key factors for One of Them Days to perform this much. Now, however, this may be the last week for One of Them Days on a countdown, but I have to say, it did pull off a good game. Last week's new or a difference. Heart Eyes seals a spot this week as well at number 8 on Showbiz Tonight. Now, this movie is worth watching because it has that thriller, crime and the anticipation packed in every root of it. Seems like it has climbed down that, and we analyze that maybe because the storyline isn't center stage of it. Now, what I mean is, the storyline is not the best, but its scene attracts the audiences with screaming horror and unexpected thriller. This movie does the job for you. Now, its director Josh Rubin is anyways known for blending horror and humor in the previous works, so this ain't a surprise. As of its release, Heart Eyes has grossed around $31.3 million worldwide. In its opening weekend, it debuted to $8.3 million, finishing second behind Dogman.
I just came from a crime scene. 9 bodies.
I make one phone call. You and your friends go down for life.
What brings you boys here? We didn't want to miss out on all the fun.
This is my town. And don't forget, I know what you did.
You have no idea what I did.
That was the first look at Havoc. Now, if I am to dig a bit deeper, Tom Hardy plays a battered detective who gets caught up in a brutal fight through the criminal underworld. His mission? To rescue a politician's estranged son after a drug deal which has gone sideways. But seems like the things get way more complicated from what we just saw. Now, I'll stop there because I'm worried some might feel like I'm spoiling, but don't worry. It will have a lot more that will give you a fresh experience. The teaser gives us a taste of the action, hard-hitting fight scenes, dark and gritty visuals, so I feel there's enough elements for people to judge whether this is for them or not. Alright, at number 7. At number 7 this week, we have the highest grossing animated movie so far, Nerja 2. Now, surpassing Inside Out 2 from last year, Nerja 2 has taken its place in history, achieving a total gross of $1.96 billion so far. Now, Inside Out was at $1.6 billion and seems like it has gone a long way from that milestone. With the looks of it, I feel this movie will hit the $2 billion mark soon enough, and the reason for me to say that is because now, last week the movie sealed the number 8 spot, but this week it has once again climbed up to the spot, so look like it's regaining some momentum. I feel like its strategic release timing with the Chinese Lunar New Year and the production quality with the graphics have all played a crucial role in its success so far. Now, speaking of momentum, the best example is right here. Mufasa the Lion King. This movie makes no move from its spot last week and stands strong at number 6 this week as well. Now, I made a prediction. Now, my prediction was that this will mark its final week, but it seems like I might have to change my word. Now, with this, I feel okay to say that another 2 or 3 weeks can be a reality for Disney's prequel. Now, nothing much to say because we have talked about it a lot, so let's have a look at one of its behind-the-scene processes.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. How can we help? Yes, I love it when we say things at the same time.
I'd rather do it on my own.
I need you two to try and act like adults, okay? Don't scare Kiara. And most of all, no stories.
Hello, I'm Tucker. What's your name? Mufasa.
Mufasa! We're alive! I did it! I saved us! You were saying?
Why don't we all go around and say a fun fact about ourselves? I once had a crush on a flamingo. I've never said that out loud.
There's no place to run. We have your scent.
My scent. I've been stalking you two all night.
When your father Simba was your age, he was afraid of the thunder.
Rain! Oh, finally, we have rain!
Race it to the light.
You're too fast. There will be one Lion King.
Find your place in the circle of life.
I thought this was a comedy.
I think you could include an enthusiastic, rambunctious warthog a little bit more.
And a charismatic meerkat you can't help but fall in love with.
Time for a short commercial break. Let's find out what happened to the top 5 on the other side. Back to Showbiz Tonight now. Didn't meet any new entrants yet, right? 5 more spots to reveal, and will we meet any? To cut the curiosity, I shall share one hint. Only one new entrant this week and the rest retains a spot. So different week it is, as we always had at least 2 or 3 newbies paving their way in, but guess not this time. So who's at number 5? A question mark for me, and I do not know about y'all, but Dogman retains the 5th spot this week, marking its 5 in a row appearance. Now, we explain all the possible reasons as to what might be the key areas this movie is performing in the box office. So nothing to add now. We talked about the book, we talked about the graphics and everything. So I think it's time to have a small clip.
Dogman has got to go!
What? Listen, Mayor, don't you think the problem might be at cat jail?
Excuse me? Are you saying my brother is bad at running cat jail?
Your brother?
I want Dogman off the PD case, and I want PD captured, gabish? That's English for ASAP!
Wait, Mayor. Dogman is the champ of catching PD. That's not fair.
Oh, that's not fair? That's not fair! Here, call this number.
Life's not fair.
What?
Life's not fair.
Paddington the Little Bear remains strong this week as well, with only slipping down 1 spot. Now this little bear's journey to Peru, finding her aunt at the home for retired bears, ends as a failure because the aunt has gone missing. Now after that it leads them on a thrilling journey through the Amazon rainforest and the mountain peaks of Peru to find her. Now not a boring story actually, and it has a feel-good vibe, so good for a sweet escape time.
You translated the Kipu. What does it say?
It says, at Rumi Rock, the bear will show the way.
Right. And what bear would that be?
You tell me, you are the bear.
I see. And there isn't another message written on the back, because sometimes
No. It says the bear will show the way. Now you are the bear. That's a bear. This talisman has got a bear on it. You know, so this whole thing is really beary.
Yes, really quite beary.
Nothing was working out, and I wanted to get the hell out of there.
You're applying to be an expendable? You read through the paperwork.
Yeah.
I should have read through it.
That's it. Mickey, deep breaths, fill your lungs. Imagine there's an unknown virus in the air,
And you're sucking in every single microscopic particle floating around.
all the viruses.
So good?
There really was an unknown virus in the air. Lethal one.
See you tomorrow.
Fellow pioneers, almost every single one of you will be remembered throughout history.
They made me work my ass off, giving me one shitty mission after another.
You're an expendable. You're here to be expended.
Every time I died, they just printed me out again. Everyone asks, what's it feel like to die? The ship was filled with mostly dickheads. But Nasha, she's always loved me. That's when everything changed. Multiples.
In the case of multiples, we exterminate every individual. Which body goes first? One at a time is twice the fun.
You don't look like you're printed out. You're just a person.
It's not your fault. This is a fight to the death.
The simple fact is, we're in a state of war. And our survival is in the balance.
I got a job to do.
Mickey Barnes, fighting right to the end.
My great gift to mankind. Are you afraid to die? This time I wasn't scared.
Alright, Mickey is 17. Robert Pattinson is back in action and, to be honest, missed him for a while. Now, in this movie, he is the guy whose job is basically to die over and over again. Sounds cool, right? Well, things get a bit messy when he starts questioning the whole system, leading to a wild ride full of dark humor, identity crisis, and ethical dilemmas. Now, I am in an anticipated mood for this, and it was released yesterday, and mark my words, number 1, 2, or 3 next week at the top box office. We'll see. Another confident guess, so stick around and find out. Jumping right away to number 3, the spine-chilling thriller, The Monkey, retains a spot on its second week and seems to find a way to remain as a top movie. Number 2 last week to number 3 this week. Now, last week with all the happenings, I couldn't tell much about the storyline, so giving you a small idea, it's adapted from a Stephen King's 1980 short story, which was from the same name. Now, the narrative centers on the twin brothers who encountered a cursed monkey toy that mysteriously reappears in their lives. Now, the fun part is, in each time the toy is wounded, it triggers random deaths. Now, but not all, sparing only the person who activated it. That's weird because the activated person gets remained and someone else dies. Random deaths, right? Just a warning, it's very graphic sensitive, so be aware before you watch. Now, how I watched it and goosebumps it is. But I love the random death plots. That's my taste. So far, its earnings recorded approximately $6.3 million, bringing its domestic total to around $24.6 million. At number 2 this week, we have our new entrant, Last Breath. Now, back-to-back thrillers from recent weeks, and this week also we have another one joining the club. This is also a thriller, or to be more specific, a survivor thriller, directed by Alex Parkinson based on his 2019 documentary of the same name. Now, a real story turned into a cinematic one, I guess. Not gonna watch this soon because with Heart Eyes, The Monkey, my eyes need a bit of break from this horror and thriller, so maybe skip it for this week. Now, this takes a bit of a turn as it's a real event now. It's about a person who survived 29 minutes underwater without oxygen after an accident in the North Sea. Okay, but did catch something like that for a while, right? Might as well watch it. Last Breath opened to a $7.845 million debut, securing the second spot at the box office.
Chris, the ship's moving. Get out of there now. What? Dave, can you repeat? The ship is moving. Get out of the manifold right now. Copy that.
Everything here.
Where's our power?
Dead in the water. Cap, we're drifting out of control.
Abort! Abort! We have a runoff. Give the divers as much umbilical as possible, Doctor.
Chris, our umbilicals are over the manifold. We've got to use them to climb to the top.
Any guesses for tonight's champ? For the third week running, Captain America Brave New World completes its box office hat-trick, holding on to the crown. Now, not a new thing for Marvel movies because they tend to hold top spots from quite a number of weeks. Now, it has a good chance to keep the crown for another 1 or 2 weeks, and seems like its whole bad reviews and bad experiences faced by the audience doesn't matter when it comes to the top box office performance. But however, despite a strong opening weekend of $120 million, the film has experienced a significant drop in subsequent weeks, raising concerns about its long-term box office performance. With a production budget of $180 million, the film's current worldwide gross suggests it has yet to break even considering marketing and distribution costs. And that's a wrap for this week on Showbiz Tonight. Now, it was a laid-back rundown, but we still had some exciting moments. So, thanks for tuning in and being a part of the show. Then, until next week, I'm Vinod Varnasuri wishing you a fantastic weekend. Stay entertained, stay inspired, and keep the love for cinema alive. Good night.
Tastes like strawberries on a summer evening, and it sounds just like a song. I want your belly and that summer feeling. I don't know if I could ever go without watermelon sugar high.